You also have spoken about how the Chief Justice of India, Justice Gogoi, he had a meeting with you. And he told you कि इसमें इतने ज़्यादा कागजात हैं. There are so many documents, 8 trunks full of documents that are in Urdu and Hindi. These are going to have to be translated into English, which will only increase the number of trunks, maybe add another 4 or 5. It will take the number of trunks to 12. And he said there has to be another way to do this. Talk about that conversation that you had with the Chief Justice. It would have taken them years. It would have taken them, I think he told you, 2.5 years, 3 years just to read all the documents if you hadn't stepped in as mediator.
He said, even if you just to study these documents, if I put all the judges, he said it will take 2 years. So, Gurudev, if you can talk to the parties and bring them to just on consensus few points or even few points of differences, then we will take it from there onwards. That's what his saying was. And we did that. It took us about 8 months. um 8 months every day we sat almost every
And there were
day, and
25 parties. There were 25 parties in this petition.
this is a very, very unique thing in the whole world. No conflict has 25 parties in it, and then you have to talk to them all and then hear them all. It took 8 to 10 hours every day. We used to sit for 8 months, and then whatever has happened. And
And the
but
Muslim
it's
leaders.
so beautiful to see that today, the dream of millions have come true. At the same time, it has created such a sense of brotherhood and oneness in the country, and it's a happy ending to a 500-year-old conflict.
Yes, that's well put. But let me ask you this: the Muslim leaders grew to trust you. They even at one point presented you with Tulsi Das's Ramayana, but also with a copy of the Quran. How did you build the trust of the Muslim community?
Trust is not built only by talking to people. They see you, they see your personality, they see your action. When by your action, you can see that belong to everybody. You have your sincerity. My formula is clarity in mind, purity in heart, and sincerity in action. That will resonate to everybody. We convey more through our vibrations than through words, right, Parka? So, I don't know, even I can't even explain how everyone trusts me.
I think it's because you smile through everything. I think it's because the smile never goes from your face.
Yeah, it was a very, very good time for me to be with all the different communities. We have been working also in the Middle East, in during the war, in Iraq. We have been working in Syria. We have been working Lebanon, all those places, and people have seen that whatever we are doing very with a genuineness in it. So perhaps that has made people to come together. And there were some people who were in the beginning were not very pleased, but then as the time went on, everyone came together and came to a good ending. Huh? Okay, Barka.
One last question before you. One
One
last
last
question
question.
before you. Yes,
Okay.
it's just 2 minutes more. Two questions, in fact, two last questions. One, you were in touch with the Prime Minister. When you were playing the role of a mediator, what was on his mind before the Supreme Court verdict came? What did Prime Minister Modi seek, in a sense, before we knew that there would be a mandir, in which way the Supreme Court verdict went?
No, I had one conversation with the Prime Minister before the to do an out of court settlement with the parties when the parties were um, coming forward towards me. Then Prime Minister, गुरुदेव सुप्रीम कोर्ट में है, सुप्रीम कोर्ट जैसे बोलते हैं वैसे हमको करना चाहिए. as the Supreme Court says, we can only do like that. So he was very much in tune with what Supreme Court wants to do and say, and he had total trust in the Supreme Court that they are going to do the best. Number one. Second, when I was appointed as the mediator, then Prime Minister said, Gurudev, you please go ahead and do talk to the parties. So he encouraged me to begin with in that. So his idea was not to hurt anybody. It's a very sensitive thing. किसी तरह से सबका इसमें सौहार्दपूर्ण ये पूरा हो जाए देश का बढ़िया हो जाएगा ये मानसिकता थी सब में उस वक्त